Hi everyone, welcome to this week's question and answer video. My name is David. This channel is Damar's Coaching. We reached 50,000 subscribers last week. As most of you probably saw the meme, my announcement. I just want to thank you again, all of you, every one of you. Even if you're not subscribed to my channel. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for liking them and commenting them and asking really good questions every week. I really appreciate your guys' support. I really, really do. I started this channel 8 years ago, and I did it to spread information as far as I could reach, as far as it could go, and reach people who need it. And it wouldn't matter. And I've made 1,300 videos, but none of this would matter if it weren't for every one of you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Next goal, 100,000, yeah? Let's do it. So, let's get into questions. First, I'd just like to tell you guys, if you haven't already, please consider supporting a petition I started last year. Stop narcissistic online bullying. For all the attacks and the stalking and the smearing, it's causing young people. It's the #1 cause of young people taking their lives, plus a lot of older people. So I'd really appreciate your support. The link is right down below in the description box. It's in the comment section. You just touch it, everyone in the world, and just say, yes, I support it. You don't have to do anything else. Thank you. And I'll ask is that you leave your locations, please. Please tell us where you guys are from. All right, let's get into the questions. Joschmidey, Josh 90. Hi David, I'm from New York. Your videos have really helped me remove myself recently from a 6-year relationship with an undiagnosed BPD man. Thank you, and I'm sorry that relationship just ended. I hope you're feeling okay. Over the 6 years, there was significant emotional abuse, lying, betrayal, and work dynamic that really paralyzed me into staying stuck. What has finally pushed me is the total loss of myself and accepting the reality of all he has done and continues to do, along with finally admitting he won't follow through with the DBT therapy and he's been claiming. My question, or maybe a request, is that you can talk a little bit about the trauma bond dynamic and how it can actually cause physical withdrawal symptoms, as well as some tools to process the repeated traumas of the relationship, such as the rages, name calling, lies, and betrayal. I'm in therapy, good, and I want to cover what I need in order to address my own issues that caused me to stay involved with someone who behaved this way. Thank you. Well, that's a lot. How to unpack all your traumas. I recommend writing. Writing first, and then taking it to your therapist and telling them. We need to get things out of our head and our heart. We need to close emotions and understand our experience, okay? Write down things you're thinking about, obsessing about, things you don't understand in this relationship. And hopefully someone can help you understand that and come to the facts, reality of the situation, what really happened. So, the trauma bond. This is an addiction. It's dependency. It's not kind of like other ones. It is one. Drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, work, and relationships. Okay? The rise and fall of our stress hormones and our feel-good hormones, the rise and fall is what causes the dependency. Or you think you might need someone to feel better, even if they treated you badly and now they're gone and I need this relationship, I need them to make me feel better. It's too bad. But we don't need them, and we can go without them, and after a while then we can make ourselves feel better. This is very complex, lots of stuff happening here, lots. But the gist of the addiction, the dependency, is your stress chemicals and your feel-good chemicals, part of your nervous system, not working properly because of prolonged stress. The lesson we need to learn is that when we feel the stress, we need to stop it, fix it, or get out of it as soon as possible. We can't have that prolonged stress. It's the same thing as drugs. You get high, come down. We gamble, we lose. We drink, we're hungover. It's the same thing. I don't know if you're asking me what you can do about it. You're in therapy. That's #1, talking. But writing is the second best form of expression. So I encourage you guys to write down your experiences and then tell someone. Read it to somebody. And hopefully someone you can trust, someone that understands this dynamic and can explain it to you and help you understand it. And we can stop thinking about it so much. That's a part of it. Hope that helps you understand. Let me know. Keep asking questions, okay? And good luck in your healing and your recovery. R. Bishop. Hi, David. Cleveland here. Hello. I'm stuck in isolation. It's definitely safer. I'm sure eventually I'll do something. But I'm midlife, no kids, struggling to find my way. Thanks for touching on the isolation subject. You're welcome. Thank you for thanking me. Take the time you need to isolate. It seems like something that almost all of us need to do to some degree. But ask yourself what you're really scared of, and force yourself out of isolation. Something that's really good to do, and I'm going to touch on social anxiety too. And a lot of you guys have questions today. You might want to watch the whole video if you don't, because I have a few very repetitive questions, and so I'm going to answer all of them with a similar answer, but I might leave something out in your answer that I might add to someone else's. Something that helps is just go out in public, be in a public space. Don't pressure yourself that you have to meet people or talk or anything. But sometimes it helps just to get more familiar again with society. Go to a coffee shop, restaurant, library, bookstore, these kinds of things. Just sit down, you know. I mean, some of these places you can loiter at. Restaurant, maybe you need to buy an iced tea or something. But sit and do your work. Work on something, an interest, a hobby, work, whatever. And just get accustomed and used to people being around. When we do engage, we feel a lot better. But it's really necessary when we feel this bad and the experiences we've had, and then we isolate. It can be more damaging. Plus, we get used to things. We build our nest, and when we do something long enough, we don't want to change that. I know a lot of you have been isolating and kind of not doing much for maybe years. And you might get that feeling like life is passing you by. We need to find out who we are. If you're going to do anything right now, focus on who you are and know these things really, really well. Know what you emotionally need. Know how you feel every day. Know exactly what you value, what you believe in, and then know what you want and work towards that and show who you are all the time. Lots of change, guys. I can't express enough how knowing who we are and living true to that feels the best, the most stable, the most comfortable, the less failures, the less mistakes we'll have, and just constantly change things. Live light, get rid of stuff, move, travel, see new places, meet new people, try new things. Okay? You will heal from this, but what are you doing to heal from this? That's what's important. Sally, I can't remember where you're from, Sally. I'm sorry. I've isolated much more since my experience 2.5 years ago. Can't seem to snap out of it. I just do my hobbies. I do force myself to go out once every couple of weeks, but I don't get anything out of visiting friends anymore. I have my hubby here and my hobbies for now. I guess that's how it will be for now. Well, that's up to you, Sally. Right? You happy with that? Things start to get a little mundane. Like I said, life passing you by, you feel like that. Maybe a little bit more self-evaluation, and maybe you find a new interest. But your interest and your hobbies, there's probably ways you can add people to those. I mean, think of any hobby, whatever it is. I don't know, artwork or whatever you want to do, something you want to learn, something you want to accomplish. You can find ways to do it alone at home, and you can probably find ways to do it with people. So when you're ready, why don't you try to add some people? Why don't you pursue some of your hobbies or a hobby and add people, maybe a group, a class, something like that. Then you have these people with common interests and hobbies. It's not just about dating or sex, stuff like that. Just a suggestion. Sally, you can do whatever you want. All that matters is how you feel about it. Don van Roosmalen from the Netherlands. Hello. Hi, David. Thanks for your videos. You're welcome. Thank you. After 10 months no contact, I don't know how to get out of isolation. I swear I didn't put these together. Processing and accepting what happened with my BPD ex is doable. The cycle between idealization and evaluation, they split. They fear abandonment. And they fear engulfment. That explains nearly everything that happened, and I don't take it personally anymore, most of the time. There's more here. But the devaluation couldn't be so very harmful if it wasn't for other people willing to cheat with them, willing to triangulate, willing to lie or bully. There's always going to be people like that. What matters is the person that we're committed to, the person that we made a promise to. She had BPD. What was their excuse? Who cares about other people that will, do bad things with your ex? Like, you can't control that. You can't control your ex. But did she make you feel secure in your relationship besides what she did outside of it? Probably not. Possibly can't. I have trouble losing the very ugly tinted glasses. To get out of isolation, I have to trust people. I have to open up and be vulnerable. But my mind and body both agree that I'd be stupid to let my guard down. Once we heal from this, we're not so scared. That makes sense, right? I always use the reference or analogy of children playing on the sidewalk. 4 and 5-year-olds playing in shorts with the little sandals. They're going to fall and scrape their knees. You don't freak out, though, do you? You're like, oh, God, don't run. Oh, God, you'll scrape your knees. Because that's not the end of the world. Because we scrape our knees and we're okay. Me helping hundreds of people like this, I don't freak out. If I wasn't healed, I'd be like, oh, my God, oh, my God. But I know that they can all heal. I tell them how to, and it's up to them if they want to or not to do those things. So when you heal, you'll feel better about this. It makes sense, right? Your brain's taken over, trying to keep you safe. The problem with this is we don't really grow. We don't really heal just sitting there isolating. So think of it that way. You're kind of postponing your healing. We're waiting till things calm down. Our brain relaxes. People will help that happen. It's a perfect reason to go hire a professional and talk to them. If you don't trust anybody, you don't have anybody in your life, nobody understands what you're going through, and you don't really want to leave, don't really do anything, maybe you can find a professional that you can trust. Maybe. And you can start talking to them and healing from this stuff and feeling better. Actually interacting with people. Right? And take my suggestion. Just go out in some public spaces. It was the first time I ever watched a movie by myself. I never thought I could do that, but I did. I started enjoying my own company. That's another problem, is we lose a sense of ourselves and then we isolate with ourselves and we feel lonely and alone. Don't have the best relationship with ourselves. Writing, talking, hire someone. Put yourself out in society. Start small. You don't have to commit to anybody. I mean, we may not be good at boundaries and commitment and stuff like this, so we're really scared of getting hurt again when all it is just go out in public and meet people. Just start small. Start friends. A friend. That's it. Okay? Start pursuing your hobbies, interests, stuff like that. Good luck. Thank you. Hi, David. I'm Rafael from Brazil. Hello, Rafael. I just broke up a 2-year relationship 2 months ago. In addition to being very young and immature, 25 years old. Girl. Oh, she is. She also has borderline and bipolar. Despite everything, devaluation phase and everything you say in your videos, I miss her a lot. Almost as if she's like a drug. Why can't I stop thinking about her and the relationship? Well, because it's loss. How much space and time does she take up in your life, Raphael? Toxic relationships like this, it's usually all of it. Yeah? We don't have autonomy. We don't go to work and then at night I give you a call and we talk for a little while and go to bed and hang out on the weekend. No. Call me while you're at work. I'm going to see you at lunch. Where are you going? Don't go to work. What took you so long to get home from work? Take me here, do this for me. I need this done. Oh my God. And so anyway, all that space and time, that humongous commitment you had is now gone, and there's a big void there that you need to fill with something. Something, not someone. Yeah. You probably didn't get much closure. Just kind of, whoop, don't know why, what happened. Maybe she accused you of some things you didn't do. Mess you all up. Lots of self-doubt, anxiety, depression. So, why can't I stop thinking about her and the relationship? Because your brain needs to make sense of it. You have a lot of emotions that need to be expressed. You know, these relationships are unstable. That gives for a lot of emotion that the other person really doesn't even want to hear. Who'd you tell? So there's a lot to process here and a lot to understand here. I usually recommend clients in your situation, Raphael, write a letter. Write a letter to her. Maybe that'll help. Get all this stuff out from here and here on a piece of paper. We see it better. We're aware of it better, and we're expressing ourselves. Read it to someone else, a professional, and they'll help you understand things. There's a lot going on. We need to process, but you can. That's the good thing. It just depends what you do, Raphael. You isolate, and drink all the time, and just find another woman, another girl to replace that. You won't learn anything. You'll repeat it, and you'll have a pile of traumas behind you. Don't date anyone until you understand this, but keep trying to understand this and express yourself and your emotions. Okay. Good luck, Raphael. Good thing is you're young. You have a lot better chance for faster and easier recovery. I'd recommend learning what's wrong now instead of doing this over and over again until your 30s or 40s, like a lot of my clients. Hi, David Stewart from Scotland here. Hello, Stuart. My question is how is it that person with BPD can remain angry for so long? My ex-wife persecutes me to this day with horrible emails, spiteful social media comments, fake accounts. Also, I blocked hers for 4 years. Over 4 years. That is insane. I'm so sorry, Stuart. Why is she so angry for so long at you? Because she doesn't process her emotions, and she's still probably angry about something that happened 20 years ago. Usually is why. We need to process our emotions. They open. You make me angry, and I don't say anything. I go, yep, that's okay. Nope, that's fine. And I just kind of move on and go on my work the next day, and it calms down a little bit, but it stays there. And unfortunately, over some time, I lose the source of why I'm so angry. Now it's really confusing. Yeah. It's just like when you piss, or someone pisses you off, and you don't say anything. You stay angry, right? A coworker, you hate them every day. You go to your, God, I can't stand this person. Because you're not telling him, you're not expressing it. You're holding it inside. Like her, like people with borderline personality disorder who don't process emotions. They don't express emotions in any healthy way, in any healthy manner. They don't understand and learn what's making them angry. Let's not do this anymore, stuff like this. So they're just angry. Anger is a powerful emotion. It's not just that they're almost always angry all the time. It's just a really powerful one that kind of sticks out above the rest. Quick temper tantrums. That's how I get my way. My temper. People also can get addicted to expressing anger. And you're codependent for allowing that to happen in front of you. They're dependent on you for that. That's why they don't go do it to other people. You let them. Other people don't. And she's obsessed with you and harassing you and stalking you for 4 years. It's said that after 2, they may never stop after 2 years. After 4 years, I would take it right now as she's never going to stop unless you stop her. Unless it doesn't bother you much. You can just tune it out and you don't see or hear it. But if it's bothering you and do something about it, go get a lawyer. They'll help you, most of all, a lawyer. The right one, right attorney. Call your state bar. Oh, you're in Scotland. So I don't know how the law works there, but get a, what do you guys call them? God, I always forget. I always know what they're called until I make it a video. I can't remember. Someone will say it, but talk to someone who knows the law to protect you. Go file police reports because it's harassment. It's got to stop. You know, it's because, and you ask me why, what it's about, and someone else asked me too. It's about obsession. It's about obsession. Obsession is no life, no sense of self, no life, no control over my life. It's like being a teenager. You know, boys your age suck. They're immature. You guys, the females, the 14-year-old, 13-year-old, 12-year-old, they kind of idolize a little bit older man, unattainable, movie star, rock star. Oh my God. And they always talk about them, and so they got no life. They got nothing going on. They don't know who they are. And that's what obsession is about. She can't process the relationship you guys had. Can't accept that it's over. Just stuck right there. No life, nothing going on. It's funny when they start dating someone else right away and it still doesn't matter. They still keep doing this to you while they're dating someone else, that poor person. Yeah, I'm really sorry, Stuart, but I would get help at this point. Over 4 years, it may never stop unless you stop it. Emily from South Africa. Hi, Emily. Hi, David. Narcissist usually occurs early in childhood. Is there something specific that goes wrong one day that causes someone to become a narcissist? No. And it's not one little thing. You put your finger on it. A lot of professionals don't really quite agree, can't come to a final reason how somebody turns into a narcissist. But it's different ways that has the same result. And it's massive neglect. It's a part of shame and humiliation to who the child is, the self, and the ego is very promoted. And that could be either a parent pushing the ego to succeed and you're so amazing, or it's you just are so awful that I cover this up and overcompensate with my ego. It's a disorder of insecurity, period. It's the most insecure person in the world. So much that they won't even act like they'll do everything they can to not let you know they're insecure. They'll overcompensate. So it's a developmental disorder that happens over time. Things they didn't get. They didn't fully develop into a fully functioning adult. So it's not one thing. It's not a moment and things like this. It could even be a little bit of genetic predisposure. But it's mostly, if not all, for most cases, developmental. Parents, environment, neglected them. Taught them a messed up, screwed up value system, for another weak parent. Has no moral values, plays mind games and lies. Pretty nasty. I feel bad for children who grow up that way. Not so much the adults that act that way. Laura Rodriguez, Healing Family from California here. Hello. Thank you for all your answers, thoughts, and advice. 2 more days to make it a year. We got discarded. Congratulations. I know, I say congratulations. Because someone's giving you an opportunity to have the rest of your life instead of them take it. But I'm trying to look at things in a positive way. I just helped you. And I'm going to reward it and say 2 more days to make it a year to our healing journey. That's right. Got 1 year under your belt. Thank you for all the time and dedication you give to helping people heal. Can you give examples of gaslighting? It's a bit confusing at times to understand the meaning of this with BPD. Also, we read that BPD can sometimes be genetic. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think of my 2 little ones since their father, undiagnosed BPD. My ex-fiance is a weirdo. What can I look out for in my kids? Thank you. Know what emotional needs are and know exactly how to meet them and meet them unconditionally no matter what. And keep violence out of their lives 100%. No yelling, no screaming, no hitting, no throwing things, no breaking things. Never a threat. Always be consistent. And do not overcompensate for not having a father. Okay? So, I mean it. Mother's role is to keep a child safe and secure. Father's role is to get involved in the children and show them direction. That's all you need to do. That's it. Okay? You keep your children safe and secure. You get involved in their lives. You show them direction, right? You meet their emotional needs unconditionally, no matter what. if they're in contact with their father, and it probably wouldn't be a bad idea anyway, to get them into some type of child family therapy. Okay? Let them talk. I also recommend, so if it's the father that's not going to be available or he's a poor father, we need good male role models. So your children are going to learn what a father is, what a husband is, and what a man is, and marriage and love from you and their father. Let's not let them do that much. So if you're going to get them into child therapy, maybe a male therapist. Do you have a brother, father, uncle, friends, male friends that are good men? Have them around them. Okay? You don't need to worry. You only need one good parent, especially the fact that you're apart is perfect. No problem. Don't worry about it. Things you need to look out for: headaches, stomach aches. Okay? You need to talk to them a lot after they visit their father, if they ever do. You need to find out what's going on there and make sure that they can always talk to you and tell you, and having another man that they can trust and tell. Sometimes they don't want to tell on daddy to mom. They get real protective of their parents. Okay? You're going to be just fine. If you do what I say, if you meet their needs unconditionally, they're fine. Have some good male role models, even better. Therapist, you're fine, mom. Okay? Them being with their dad every once in a while, if he does start visiting them and getting their life, doesn't change them into narcissists. The longer he's away, the better. That's why I said if you don't want him in their life, then start shaming him. Okay? When he contacts you, remind him how bad of a father he is. Maybe he'll stay away. It's not something that I like to either say or recommend. But if you have a toxic father who cannot meet the children's needs and abuses them and exploits them and things like this, then they don't need to be around the father at all. They're better off without a father. Because a toxic, abusive father is worse than no father. Trust me. It is. They got you. They don't need that. Okay? Thank you. Jace from Brisbane, Australia. Good day, David. Good day, Jace. How you going? Is that what this is? How you going? Do people with only 3 or 4 symptoms of BPD, going by the DSM-5, still idealize and devalue? Probably. Most of us idealize. We get excited when we meet somebody. We don't know them. We go tell our friends how great they are, but we really don't know them. That's idealizing. Most of us do not devalue. And it's a person-by-person basis, right? Even people that meet the criteria, there's going to be some borderlines that don't really idealize much. I've seen a borderline not idealize much. Oh, you're right. And there's going to be people with 3 or 4 traits that big time idealize, and some that don't. And there's going to be some with 1 or 2 traits that idealize and don't. There's going to be some of us, if not all of us, idealize a little bit. Okay? Let me know if that answered your question, Jace. Thank you. Hi, David. Nicola from United Kingdom. Hello. Can you shed any light on how borderlines, my ex was a male, become so instantly intimate with new supply without feeling any remorse or disgust with themselves? Boundaries are not present, I understand. Do you think they ever feel like they've just been used as a body, or even care that they have? Yes, some are totally aware that their body's being used, but they're the ones throwing it out there to use, right? So a common mistake that we make as human beings is we judge how somebody feels by something they're doing. Right? I give this challenge to everybody, and I hope it makes sense. But please go on Facebook and show me all the unhappy people. There's a lot. But good luck finding one. See my point? Oh, look at my new job, and my kids are perfect, and look at my amazing dinner. And it's a joke. People that have to do that, it's ridiculous. Just appreciate what you have, right? You don't have to show it off. You know, why don't you post the bad shit on there? Oh, no? And so we're just supposed to believe your life is amazing? How does that benefit you? So a common mistake is we have an ex who says they love us, and the next day they're gone, and they're already telling someone else that they love them, and we internalize that as, oh God, we're awful. They didn't care about us at all. God, we're not good enough. This other person is so much better. No, 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 no. We need to grow up. We need to grow up. Yeah. And stop comparing ourselves to others. Stop valuing someone's opinion who abuses us. And stop thinking that an unstable person, we know exactly how they feel because they're acting this way or posting something. No, it's all bullshit. Someone, did you say BPD? No, you didn't. You just said, oh yeah, you said borderlines. So a borderline does not process emotions. The biggest part of their disorder is they can't regulate themselves. And loss is the harshest, worst experience in our lives. All of us. Borderline's worse. You think you feel bad, they feel worse. You're having trouble processing emotions, they have more trouble. You have trouble accepting it's over, they have more trouble. But David, they're not contacting me. So what? Are you contacting them? Oh, I guess you don't care. I guess you're just happy, right? Nothing going on? Well, why aren't you contacting them? Why aren't you posting happy things on Facebook? I mean, it's, come on. Come on. People are sick. They can't have relationships. Look how hard you tried. Nothing works. It's not you. It's them. And I mean, unless you have a disorder too, then it's both of you. But come on, man. Pick yourself up. Give yourself a little, it's going to be okay. And we're awesome. I love myself. God damn it. Right? And say, oh, they lost something good. You know they did. You know what you did for them is unbelievable. I wouldn't do a single thing you guys do for them. I wouldn't do a single thing like that for the people all the time. Did over and over and over again. Okay. I used to. Not now. So we need to know facts. Not what this thing says. This thing doesn't know shit. Facts. And if we need help to come to those facts, get help. Please. You're worth it. All of you. So, loss, again, the reason it's the hardest for us is because we depend on each other for survival. It's pretty important. You have nobody, you won't survive. It's kind of what we think. That's how we got here. 200,000 years. With no fangs and no claws. Each other. And so when we lose someone, this is when we're the harshest to ourselves, the most critical. Okay? This usually causes some situational depression. You guys are very hard on yourself right now. Here's your dad and your mom talking. Oh, you should have done better. You aren't good enough. No one's ever going to love you. Bullshit. It's all bullshit. Stop doing that. Tell yourself the truth. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. What would you tell your child going through the same thing? Oh, God, you should have done better. No, you're never going to find anyone. No one's ever going to love you now. No. So tell yourself that. Why not? There's nobody else to do it for you. There's no one else to protect you. Just you. We have each other here for some support and help, but no one's going to care for you and take care of you and protect you and tell you all these good things that you need to hear right now. It won't even stick. We need to tell ourselves. It's about our self-worth. People can't change that. We have to. So start telling yourself good stuff, Nicola. You're beautiful. You never deserved any of this. Think about something you want. Start working towards it. Okay? They can't look at themselves at all. Like I said, it hurts us to look at ourselves when we lose. They can't, right? They hate themselves. They carry shame. They can't apologize. They can't fix things. And when they have loss, they go replace it with a human being right away. That's shitty. And if any of you guys doing that, that's disgusting. Something is wrong with you. Seriously. We jump right from one relationship to another. There's something wrong with you. Yeah, but David, no buts. Break up with them sooner. Let yourself have some time. But we can't jump from a toxic relationship into another one. Think that works. Just replace that loss with a human being. That's objectifying. Most of us, normal, neurotypical, we Take some time isolating, maybe even, yeah? That's good. At least you can be with yourself, huh? These people can't, can they? I don't blame them. I don't want to be with them either, right? They don't want to be with themselves either. They hate themselves. So they go to someone else to try and feel better. Someone else to take care of them. Someone else to make them feel better. And then they sit there and try and process a relationship with them. Sit there and talk shit about you. Like that works. Why do they call you later? Huh? Obsess on you. Like your things on Facebook 2 years later and stuff. You're like, God, what the hell? Okay, so stop judging people. You know, they go date someone else and they say they're happy on Facebook. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they really know themselves, don't they? Oh. Emily again from South Africa. Hi, Emily. I'm in the supermarket. If I am in the supermarket, I easily get disoriented and find it difficult to concentrate and see because of everything going on. Is there anything I can do to better manage it? I started to eat more meat, especially chicken, which seems to help me feel better and more stable than bread. Yeah, for sure. Exercising by far is helping me the most and getting enough sun. And I have a bird feeder and enjoy nature. I'm currently doing a course on coding and finding it helpful. You're doing great things, Emily. I'm sorry you're feeling like this in public. All I can tell you is go see a doctor. That's it. There's a list of this many things that could cause this physically, okay? It could be emotionally. This is a common reaction to prolonged stress. CPTSD, very common, what you're saying, but I don't know. You could have autism and be overloaded. Your sensories are overloaded. There's a long list of physical things that cause this. So I can't tell you, Emily. Best thing I can tell you is go see a doctor. And if the doctor can't find out what it is, then we have a better idea that it's probably emotional. It's under stress. I don't know if it's social anxiety. I don't know if you're just getting overloaded from information. I don't know what's going on, and that's something that a professional can help you with, getting to know you more. I've given a lot of advice on social anxiety. If you need me to give it to you again, let me know. For those of you who have social anxiety, just a few things that help is we don't push ourselves, okay? We want to do things. We reframe and want to do stuff. We want to go to a social setting, and if we feel anxious before we go there, stop, turn around, leave. Come back when you feel better a few minutes later. Tend to overdress so you feel good about being one of the best dressed people in the room. And we engage. The second we start engaging, we feel better. If we sit there by ourselves, it just gets worse. Those are just some things that help. We can raise our heart rate, breathing exercises, stuff like this if we need to. So ask me again, Emily. I'm sorry I can't tell you, but really, some of these questions, like I can't give legal advice, medical advice, and I have to be really careful what I say. I hope that makes sense. I hope you can understand that, Emily. I'm sorry. Could be CPTSD. Very typical of the way you grew up, the stress you endure, and the symptoms you're seeing. But that doesn't mean that's what it is, okay? That's it, guys. That is all the questions and answers. Thank you. If you feel this is beneficial, please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and please consider supporting that petition. Have a beautiful week, guys. I'll see you next Monday, okay? Love yourself first. Bye-bye.